Tattooing is a huge industry, and latest statistics show that 29% of men and women in the UK aged between 16 and 44 have a tattoo. Tattooing is an ancient art form which dates as far back as prehistoric times. Artists create tattoos by injecting ink into a person's skin. They use an electrically powered machine which punctures the skin between 50 and 3,000 times per minute. We went and spoke to two tattoo artists to ask them about their influences and how they got into tattooing. Firstly, we spoke to Picts West Coast Tattoo Shop in Ayr.
Frankenstein. I'm a tattoos because I've always liked tattoos. I've been brought up in a heavy metal biker scene. You get to sort of know that stuff, and I liked it. And how I got into it, I got a proper old-fashioned apprenticeship by a really good tattooist, a guy called Tam Stewart. He gave me a proper old school apprenticeship, which was balls to the wall. It was total scrubbing the toilets with toothbrushes, making copious amounts of tea, learning how to handmade needles, which half the these days don't know how to do. So yeah, I've always been fascinated with tattoos. My uncles were bikers and they had hundreds of tattoos. I'd seen pictures of guys with like skulls all over their bikes and tattoos all over them, and I thought it was a really cool thing. Then obviously the older I got, the more into music I got, and 90% of the bands I like are covered in tattoos. So tattoo wise, I'd say a big influence on me was Paul Booth, who was the first guy that I personally saw using a lot of really dark, satanic, gory imagery and make them into tattoos, which you'd never really seen before. He's tattooed the likes of Slayer, Slipknot, all the big metal bands. He's done t-shirt designs, backdrops for them. Oh, nice man, right? That's cool. For me, tattooing's a lifestyle. It's not just a whim. Today, tattooing's given to people too easy, way too easy. People buy shit off eBay, they think they can tattoo within weeks, and they cost us a lot of money. There's too many people. I mean, in Ayr, since I started, there's at least an increase of at least 8 shops who, personally speaking, it's my personal opinion, ain't worth shit. Drawing, I mean, drawing's another thing that's went to shit. A lot of folk are about the computers. They can't draw worth meeting people. You do become a bit of an agony to people. The sort of thing you want to tell your story, which is cool. If they get stuff off their chest, that's good. But it's more meeting people I think it's pretty cool. There's still the stigma, whatever it's called, with tattooing. People still think that we're all thugs and hooligans and blah blah blah, and yeah, most of us are. A lot of the new wave of people coming in, they're young kids that have seen too many rock bands with like big roses in their throats and stuff like that, and they think this is a really cool thing to do. It ain't. You're going to fuck up your life, basically. If you want a tattoo, research it, think about it, think about what's going to happen when you're older. Don't just jump in a whim like, so, right, I've seen like, Bring the Hairspray or whatever they're called, and they've got roses in their throats and stuff, and they suck ass. And they think this whole checkered shirt, kid on beards, it's just a facade. You have to think beyond that, what it's going to look like in 20 years time, 30 years time. For example, my dog passed away not long ago and I got his name across my head. Things like that. I've got a tattoo for my mum. My kids' names, stuff like that. But other ones are just because they're cool as f***. I've got a lot of tattoos that I got because I just thought they're f***ing cool. Everybody thinks there has to be a story behind their tattoo. There doesn't. Get a tattoo because it looks cool. The only regret I do have is the amount, as I've said copious the times earlier, is the amount of little piss ants that are getting out of this business that don't deserve it. They're not working for it. It's a thing that really sticks in my balls. I mean, I did an apprenticeship for 4 years, I worked in the guy's shop for another 4 years. Free. I didn't get paid for that 8 years. You have to commit to it, don't just think it's a f***ing whim.
The negative stigma associated with tattooing has started to decline, and more people are going under the needle, partly due to tattoos being seen in popular culture. Are tattoos a passing fad, or are they here to stay? We went to Surface Ink Tattoo in Paisley.
I ended up getting tattooed when I was about 18. I was in the army at the time, and I just really asked how it works, and I was just trying to make conversation. And then I ended up, through circumstances, having to leave the army. So I had a year to find out what I wanted to do, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. And then the next time he asked me, like, do you want an apprenticeship or something? I went, yeah, I'll have one. So I had to show him some artwork, and I fell into it by complete accident, so I was pretty lucky. I've done my apprenticeship in Germany, but he now stays in England, so he's not too far away, so still keep in contact, still visit, everything like that, Christmas, birthdays. So yeah, it's quite a close friendship. After a year apprenticeship, I've been tattooing just over a year now without tuition. So 2 years all in. Artists, as in well-known artists, be like Salvador Dali. He does quite a lot of abstract work and stuff that's not really, you need to look at it twice to actually figure out what's going on, so I quite like stuff like that. And then like Rembrandt does quite a lot of realistic. So I try and take a kind of realistic approach to any tattoo I do. And then through tattoo artists it would be Niccolo Tato, who done Cheryl Cole's tattoo. He does a lot of realism. He's probably regarded as one of the best tattoo artists in the world, so there's probably not a lot of tattoo artists that don't look up to him. Doing something on someone and then them looking in the mirror and the kind of overall relief that it's done as well, and also the fact that they've got this for life and the expression on their face when you've done a good job, that's probably the best part about the job. Tattooing when I was 16 was still considered kind of faux pas. You can get a lot of jobs for tattoos. It's still the same now. If anyone comes in and wants their hand done, if you're not heavily tattooed, I would advise against it. But now definitely they are accepted. If you were to take 10 people of anywhere, I'd probably say 9 out of 10 of them have got at least one tattoo. So they're becoming more of an art form now than they were before. They were related to criminals and thugs and gang affiliation, but now people are getting mum on their wrist and people are getting big tattoos to just as artwork, so yeah, they're a lot more accepted now than they were years ago.
So there you go. Tattoos are not a passing fad. They are here to stay.